Ingredients: 1 egg, 2 cloves of garlic, 1 large head of broccoli, 750 grams of floury potatoes, washed but skins left on, 250 grams of plain flour plus extra for dusting, 300 ml pot of half-fat creme fraiche, 200 grams of a triangle pack of parmesan, 1 vegetable stock cube dissolved into a small amount of boiling water, olive oil for frying, salt and pepper to taste. Place the unpeeled potatoes into a large saucepan with lots of cold water. Potatoes should be completely submerged. Bring to the boil and cook until tender, but not falling apart. Drain and allow to cool slightly. While the potatoes are still slightly warm, remove their skins. Pass the potatoes through a potato ricer, if you're using one, or mash by hand and set aside to cool. Turn the flour and potato onto a clean, dry surface and using a fork or your hands, mix the flour and potato mash together until combined. Make a little well in the centre of the potato and flour mixture and pour the egg into the well. Mix together using a fork or your hands, and when combined enough to handle, use your hands to knead into a dough. If it starts to become too sticky to knead, sprinkle some flour onto the dough and continue to knead gently until it's nice and smooth. Step 4. Onto a clean surface, sprinkle a little flour and cut the dough into 4 equal sections. Roll each section into long sausage shapes, approximately 12 inches long and a little over an inch wide. With a sharp knife, cut each sausage into 1-inch pieces. Using the prongs of a fork, gently roll each piece of gnocchi from the top to the bottom to give them that distinctive patterned groove and set aside. Take a large frying pan and pour in a glug of olive oil and put on a medium heat. Crush the garlic directly into the pan using a garlic crusher or chop the garlic by hand and add. This will allow the garlic to release its flavour, but be careful not to let it burn. Add the stock. Bring to boil and let it reduce a little by simmering on a low heat. Add the creme fraiche to the frying pan and mix together. Take your triangle of parmesan and grate the cheese directly into the sauce using a hand grater. Make sure you keep about 1 inch of parmesan to top off the dish when you're serving it. Keep your sauce on a low heat and stir it until all the cheese has melted. Taste and season if required, then remove from the heat. Wash and cut your broccoli into small florets. Place in a pot of water. Bring to the boil. Cook until tender. I like to cook mine extra tender to give the dish that really soft, comfort food feeling. When the broccoli is cooked, remove the florets from the water with a slotted spoon and place directly into the sauce. Keep your broccoli liquid for the gnocchi. You may need to top up your broccoli water with extra water so that the pot is 3/4 full. If required, add a little salt and bring back to the boil. Very carefully place your gnocchi into the saucepan. You may need to do this in batches depending on the size of the saucepan and how many gnocchi you have. It's important that the gnocchi has room to cook or it'll stick together. The gnocchi will rise to the top when it's ready, so keep a close watch on it as it cooks. Once all the pieces have risen to the top, remove with a slotted spoon, add to the sauce. Very gently stir through so the gnocchi and the broccoli are coated with the sauce. Serve immediately with a little grated parmesan on top. Enjoy!